And now, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rimes.
All right, welcome to the show. Brandon Rimes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, always helping you win in your real estate deals. You're buying, selling, investing. We would love to talk to you. Refinancing, of course, we can help you with that as well. I have my mortgage loan origination license also, so we'd love to help you. We got Logan Briggs joining us as well. Gulf Shield Roofing, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, online at gulfshieldroofing.com. Of course, hurricane season insurance claims. We're going to talk about that. We got Martin Gramatica joining us as well, former Super Bowl winner, Tampa Bay Buccaneer winner as well, from the Lou Groza Award winner, that is, Clearview Imaging Center. We're talking about his new business that he has here, and that new NCAA settlement. Did you hear about that big settlement? NCAA's House settlement approved, ushering in a new era where schools can pay directly. They can pay the athletes directly now. So that'll be interesting to talk about as well. And coming up here on the program, a couple of hot listings before we do. We got some brand new listings here. This one's 3308 Landing Place in Palm Harbor, Cobb's Landing. Great opportunity to buy real estate in a beautiful community. This is a highly sought after area. 3 bedrooms plus an office, 3.5 bath, 2-car garage, 3,031 square feet, so just over 3,000 square feet, 0.35 acre lot, ground level master bedroom, private pool with an outdoor entertaining area, also a private marina with boat slips and a ramp to Lake Tarpon. You can go down to the restaurant there, Lake Tarpon, the Tarpon Turtle, access to the restaurant there. Gated tennis and basketball courts, waterfront park, playground, and scenic walking trails. Great opportunity to buy real estate. 3308 Landing Place, Palm Harbor. And if you want to have your real estate listing featured, we would love to talk to you. If you're selling property, we would love to help you sell it. Also, another listing here at 123 14th Avenue North, Indian Rocks Beach. This is a great investment opportunity. This property sold as is for land value. It's affected by Hurricane Helene. This one's 2 bedroom, 1.5 bath, 1-spot carport there. Bungalow on the beaches. 123 14th Avenue North, Indian Rocks Beach. Great opportunity to buy real estate. You're just about a short walk down to the Sugar Sand Beaches, dolphin-filled waters of beautiful Pinellas County. No HOA, no lease restrictions. Sold as is at 123 14th Avenue North, Indian Rocks Beach, Florida. Great opportunity to buy real estate. You can see all of our real estate listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. All right, we got to remind you about our next gratitude party coming up Thursday, July 3rd, 6 o'clock. We're going back over to Crown and Bull. And Dave, tell them a little about it, man.
Crown and Bull, fantastic place. The ambiance, we get the front room there, the reserved room at the very front.
Yeah.
And that's going to be at 319 Main Street, right in the heart of downtown Dunedin, July 3rd, Thursday, day before 4th of July. So you are going to have the Independence Day theme, so come wearing your red, white, and or blue. And, of course, the food is fantastic there. It's going to be provided, the appetizers, by the MVP team. Platinum MVP team is yours. So, of course, it's going to be a fantastic time. Come down, do some networking, talk to the show experts, everybody else that comes in contributes, and get your questions asked.
Yeah, a lot of fun over there. We have a good time, and it's nice to meet our audience. So come on out Thursday, July 3rd, free event, 6 o'clock. We're picking up the tab for you. We're picking up some food for you. So great time over there at Crown and Bull. Awesome restaurant right there in downtown Dunedin. So we'll be there on the 3rd. Quick shout out to our friend Lee's Royal Services. Does a great job cleaning our real estate properties. Lee'sRoyalServices.com. Lee'sRoyalServices.com. Home and office cleaning, handyman service, Make sure you let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you for all of your businesses and home cleaning, leesroyalservices.com. On the interior. On the exterior, we talk about our friend over at Heights Soft Wash, pressure washing company here in Tampa Bay. HeightsSoftWash.com. Ramin is the owner. Great guy. Known him for many, many years. HeightsSoftWash.com. Make sure you let him know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. All right, we're also going to do the top 5 biggest payouts in boxing history ranked by earnings. So if you follow the show, you know we've been doing our top 5, our top 10s lately. So that's kind of interesting to talk about. All right, without further ado, Logan Briggs, Gulf Shield Roofing. He's the owner, and he's a hardworking man here in Tampa Bay. Logan Briggs, welcome back, sir.
Yes, sir, Brandon. How are you doing today?
Yes, sir. Blessed and highly favored, man. Yourself?
I love it, man. Trying to find some shade. It's hot out there today.
Oh, I bet.
Man.
I bet it, man. Roofing, one of the hottest industries, I'm sure, in terms of, that outdoor, man. You're out there, isn't it?
Woo! Yeah, I probably got to take about 3 or 4 showers a day. But yeah, no, it's hot out there. The guys are staying busy, and it's just got some challenges with some of the weather. I mean, it's hurricane season now. We're starting to get in the thick of that, coming up on the 1-year anniversary of Milton in here in a couple months, and Helene, and a lot of stuff going on in Tampa.
Yeah, and some people are still dealing with last year's cleanup. It's unbelievable, the cleanup, and then if you're not dealing with the cleanup, even just getting reimbursed. I've heard stories. There's one person I know, he's dealing with just trying to get the application approved for a $1,400 reimbursement, for leaving town or whatever. They pay you back for your hotels and things like that. But yeah, a lot of people are dealing with that. So what are you seeing on your end business-wise, hurricane prep, time to get that prep done?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of homes with the blue tarps on them still from Milton. Give us a call. I mean, if you're still sitting out there with the blue tarp on, or brown tarp, whatever color tarp it is, and you still haven't gotten your insurance to help you out, or you haven't found a solution yet, you need to give us a call. I mean, we're in the middle of hurricane season, and insurance carriers, when they see another name storm come over an already existing claim, they start to act even funnier. They delay things longer, and you need to make sure that you're getting your home protected because this hurricane, they're calling for another crazy hurricane season. I mean, we already saw some wild weather out in Texas. And now it's all starting to make its way over here into Florida.
Yeah, we need a break. We definitely need a break this year. So we'll keep our prayers happening there in that space. Now, when you think about insurance claims, what are some of the issues that you see? Consumer advocate tips. People, when they get these insurance claims, are they doing them properly, or are there places for improvement?
Yeah, the insurance carrier, that's a for-profit business. Sometimes people forget that. They think, my insurance company, I'm in good hands, or, State Farm will be your neighbor, whatever cute slogans they come up with. That is not the case. These guys are billion-dollar profit machines, and they don't make money when they pay out a claim, right? They only make money when they collect premiums. So you got to make sure that you understand, you're working with contractors that understand that process, that understand how insurance companies think, how they write estimates, because a lot of times what they're trying to do is they're trying to settle for that least amount of profitable, right? That least amount of money, right? That's what they're going to try to do. And their desk adjusters, the person that's managing your claim, is highly incentivized to get you below. They know how much your claim should pay out, and they're incentivized to see how low they can get that. So understand, the desk adjuster and the insurance company is not your friend during this process. Their goal is to minimize their payout. And if you work with the right contractors, they're going to make sure that they get you the right roofing system and not the cheapest one. That's their big issue, right? Like, if the insurance company is taking care of your roof and they're replacing it, don't go out and find the cheapest contractors. That's the last thing you want to do. You want to find a contractor you can trust and that's going to use high-quality materials that are going to make it here down in Florida, because it's very different. You got to make sure that you're getting a good system.
And when you think about the different types of roofs that you find out there, when you go out for those free estimates, you can give folks a good understanding of what the material cost is going to be, the labor you're going to be able to give them that within a short period of time. Because I hear contractors sometimes going out and it takes forever to get an actual estimate back.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. A lot of the contractors are just overwhelmed, and they're not organized or they don't have good systems. But 99% of the time when we're coming out to do one of our free inspections and estimates, we're leaving you with the contractor right there with materials listed, how much it's going to cost, what kind of financing options you might have, and you'll know exactly what's going to go on that roof, and we walk you through it. Now, it doesn't take 2-hour-long process either. Most of our estimates last about 45 minutes to an hour, and about 20 to 30 minutes of that is us on your roof and in our truck writing up the estimate, and it takes about maybe like 10 to 15 minutes to just go over it, so you understand what it's like to get a roof and understand the difference in materials. Because at the end of the day, not all roofing systems are created equal, and it's important to understand those differences.
Yeah, exactly. If you just joined us, we're talking with Logan Briggs, GulfShieldRoofing.com, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show. I can tell you from firsthand experience, he's helped me out on my home, and I lost some shingles last storm season, and he's been able to help me out. So he does a great job, first-class experience with Logan Briggs and his team at Gulf Shield Roofing. And, Logan, you are a father as well, so it's coming up on Father's Day. It's praise for rescues and life lessons. Dads are seen by most as a top life mentor, says new poll.
Tell me something good.
So here's our feel-good story. A new survey of 2,000 Americans highlights the powerful impact of fathers, revealing acts of selflessness from paying off debts to donating kidneys. Many shared personal stories like being rescued during Hurricane Harvey or receiving support through divorce and job loss. That shows how dads often set up step up in life's toughest moments. The poll found that 70% view their dad as a top mentor, and many relying on him for advice, emotional support, practical help, from teaching life skills to driving and fixing things to supporting physical, mental well-being. And the survey celebrates fathers as everyday heroes, shaping the children's lives in meaningful ways. There you have it, our feel-good story of the day. What's your thoughts on that, Logan?
Well, I'll tell you what, Brent, I got 3 daughters, right? So they keep me busy. It's the joy. It's the reason why I get out and do what I do and work so hard so I can provide an awesome life for them. And, Father's Day, it's funny. As much as we want to celebrate Dad, I just want to be left alone. Just leave me alone for one day.
Take a day off.
Yeah, take a day off. I love my daughters. I'm so thankful for them. Thank God for giving these daughters because, I grew up around all boys. I grew up with brothers, and then my brothers actually have boys too. So God blessed me with 3 beautiful girls, and I thank Him every day for it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So I can empathize there with you as well. Logan Briggs here, local business owner, support the local economy by supporting the Consumer Quarterback Show and all of our expert contributors. When you think about this show, we want you to think about it as the hub of your financial, your business, your home repair, your white collar, your blue collar, all of those different businesses out there, and think about the show as the hub of your financial wheel. Each one of those spokes extending out to another one of our on-air expert contributors, our preferred partners. And you can reach out to the show directly by simply calling or texting 813-917-1894. Call or text the show hotline. It's 813-917-1894. And also online at consumerqb.com, you could simply submit an email form there. You can check out our video archive, subscribe to our YouTube channel at consumerqb.com. The email comes directly to me. So any questions you have, we'd love to put you in touch with our expert contributors. Logan, are you much of a boxing fan? You follow boxing much?
I followed Mayweather a little bit. His epic run that he had, and Mike Tyson, that's who I kind of grew up with.
Back in the day. Yeah, man. So we've been doing top 10s around here, top 5, top 10. So we got the top 5 biggest payouts in boxing history ranked by earnings. Number 5, Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. That was a payout of $100 million. And that was a nice paycheck. You can't live on that, but it's a good start. You got Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather coming in at number 4. That was a payout of $130 million. And it's kind of interesting. It shows it based on the purse that they would get, the percentage of pay-per-view revenue earned by each fighter, additional income from brand deals and sponsorships, total earnings. So it's kind of interesting when you look at that. Number 3, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that one at all? $150
Oh,
million. That was a very defensive deal. You know, a lot of these are just turns into them ducking and weaving, not a whole lot of action. You know, like back in the day, you'd see Cassius Clay, you know, Joe Frazier, you know, Ali, these guys, you know, the big George Foreman. You know, those were some of those were nice blood. I mean, those were bloodbaths. Some of those fights, right?
Epic battle.
These days, epic battle. These days, it's like they're ducking and diving. They're barely getting hit a lot of times. Yeah, the windshield wiper. All right, number 2, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. That was a $250 million payout for those guys. Number 2. And then number 1, Floyd Mayweather again, Conor McGregor. That was when he retired from UFC and went into the game. And $280 million was the payout for that. That's some big money right there in boxing, man. But
I wonder what the payout is like per round. You know, like
break it down per minute. Yeah, exactly.
Per punch, like insane.
Yeah, per landed punch. Yeah, exactly. GulfShieldRoofing.com, Logan Briggs. Final thought. Back to you, man.
Yes, sir, Brandon. Yeah, everybody get ready for hurricane season. It's here. You know what I mean? Like, I understand roofing is expensive. Our average roof in the Tampa area is between $17,000 and $20,000. We understand that people don't want to have that. They don't have that laying around. We have some amazing financing options that can help you get through that. We have some financing options. Even if your credit is bad, we can still help you out along with that and introduce you to some really great service providers that can help you out. So when there's a will, there's a way, and we have that will to help you. So feel free to give us a shout, 813-599-0428. That's my cell phone. You can call it. You can text it. Whatever you got to do, smoke signals, we'll be there to help you.
Give the number one more time.
Yeah, 813-599-0428. Call or text.
All right, Logan Briggs, thanks so much, man. Talk to you next time.
Thank you, Brandon.
Take care. Sir. All right, quick break. Right back. Coming up, Martin Gramatica, Super Bowl winner, former Buccaneer, football player, kicker. Gramatica in studio, talking about his new business, Clearview Imaging Center, clearviewimaging.com, coming up on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rimes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hey, Brandon Rimes here. Did you know that we buy houses cash? We will close quickly and give you a fair offer on your home or residential properties, even commercial properties, and we will give you a fair cash offer, close quickly, and be diligent when you're shopping these types of scenarios, because a lot of the wholesalers, the flippers out there, they will sign you up on an as-is contract, and they will shop that contract and try to find a buyer, but they may not find the buyer, and they won't close. So this is Brandon Rimes, 813-917-1894, consumerqb.com. Brandon Rimes, we buy houses cash and fast. Attention business owners, did you know we have 100% financing options available? Our No Money Down program offers 100% financing for business owners. If you are currently leasing your commercial space, you can purchase real estate for no money down. Additionally, the program offers money for working capital, equipment, and business fixtures. You can even pay off current business debt. Reach out at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. brimes at kw.com. And that is our 100% financing, no money down program for business owners. We would love to help you buying, selling, or investing in real estate. 813-917-1894. brimes at kw.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, the official Pinellas County restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Say hello to Doug Clark, chef and owner Doug Clark, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Excellent food, wonderful ambiance. Say hello to our friend Doug Clark. If you're facing an insurance claim, don't just trust the insurance company to have your best interests at heart. This is Brandon Rimes, Consumer Quarterback Show. Reach out to rightwaypa.com, our friend Derek Coble at rightwaypa.com. Looking to level up your sales game? With 20 plus years of coaching experience spanning across several industries, Lindsay Rimes helps everyone from entry-level reps to seasoned business owners boost sales, improve work-life balance, and retain top talent with customized options catered to personal, group, or corporate settings. Brandon and Lindsay Rimes offer training on negotiation strategy, business development, and more. Let's grow your business together. Call 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Submit an email at consumerqb.com.
You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rimes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, we're back on the air. Brandon Rimes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. Platinum MVP team, Keller Williams Realty, always helping you win in your real estate deals, buying, selling, investing. We would love to talk to you. All right, we got a property here at 221 Howard Drive. This one is over in Bel Air. This is on the beaches. You have 5 bedrooms, 3 bath, 3,500 square foot single family home. It's an exclusive Bel Air beach location. Gorgeous 3-island kitchen with Thermador appliances, saltwater pool. You got 100 feet of water frontage there, and you have historic Howard Drive boasting one of the highest land elevations in the area. 1 block to the beach, and 221 Howard Drive, beautiful property, Bel Air Beach, Florida. Luxury international property from Keller Williams Realty International. Great opportunity to buy real estate. All right, another beautiful listing here. Let's take a look at our commercial property at 9594 Southeast Maricant Road. This one is a large building. It's a hardware store, so it's a business opportunity. 5,725 square feet, 1 acre of land, thriving hardware store with lucrative income streams in booming Silver Spring Shores. 2 rentable sections in the back. Seller financing available with a strong down payment, offering it also has multiple income generating opportunities coming in from that property. Seller financing available. 9594 Southeast Maricant Road, Ocala, Florida. Great opportunity to buy real estate here in beautiful Tampa Bay. And you can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. All right, coming up, we're going to be talking with Martin Gramatica here as well. We're going to get his opinion on this NCAA's House settlement approved, ushering in a new era where schools can directly pay athletes. So that'll be interesting to talk about coming up here. Also, before we do, I've got a clip here I wanted to get to this clip here. A lot of people were talking about tariffs about 30 days ago, but here's a quick clip from yesterday.
And for those of you that want to know the tariffs, you've been hearing about tariffs, we're taking in almost $2 billion a day in tariffs. $2 billion a day. And we're doing very well.
$2 billion a day in tariffs. So the economy is going to be improving. There's no doubt we're going to be improving. We're going to have a gangbuster economy again soon. But what does that translate into in Tampa Bay? Pinellas County right now, you've got about an 18% absorption rate on the single-family Pinellas County non-distressed, about an 18% absorption rate, and a 5.6 month supply of inventory. So that's giving us a balanced market here in Pinellas County, which is the 7th most populous in the state of Florida. All right, so there you have it on your real estate stats. ConsumerQB.com. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors. Call us on the hotline, and we would love to talk to you if you're buying, selling, investing, or refinancing real estate. Coming up, Super Bowl winner Martin Gramatica back here in studio with us, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer as well. Clearview Imaging Center, clearviewimaging.com, and we're going to talk about the NCAA's new settlement that's allowing schools to pay athletes directly. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Warwick Dunn, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rimes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
All right. Welcome back here. Brandon Rimes in studio. Martin Gramatica joining us in studio, clearviewimaging.com. We're going to talk with him about his business. Also, interesting development in NCAA sports. They're now allowing, ushering in a new era where schools can pay athletes directly. So, wow, what a change from, back in the day, man, when we went to school, Martine, back in the, in the 90s. I don't even think people were thinking about that. We were just happy to get a scholarship, weren't we?
Well, yeah.
Back then?
Yeah, no, I just look at what my scholarship check was back in the day compared to what they're getting now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got a little money if you went out of town for spending money and stuff like that. But
right.
So we'll dive into that. We'll debate that a little bit and see. Some of these kids are a little bit prima donnas, in my opinion. Getting millions and coming up out of middle schools, getting on these lists. In middle school, it's like
that's the thing. If you the amount of money that's getting paid to some kids, I feel like if you're going to pay them, I agree with paying college athletes because college is $1 billion industry, so they should get paid, and it's a full-time job. I know it is. I know when I played, it was a full-time job. I know it's even more now with my kids being there, not having hardly any time off, which you practice all year, you train all year, so they don't have time to work, so you should pay them. Now, the thing is, you have to educate them as well on how to finances, taxes, things that back in the day didn't do. Most schools are doing it. At least I know at USF they are, where they're educating these kids on, you got your money now. You got to save it,
right?
Because you hand millions of dollars to an 18-year-old. In 3 or 4 years we're going to find out they're all broke if we don't educate them. So
dangerous.
I think a lot of the schools are doing that, which is a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's definitely got to have that fiscal literacy in there. That's a definite advantage. To have that, and I think the kids will, once they get that the little bit of experience under their belt. What do they say? Knowledge and experience, right? You got to have experience to get the knowledge, and then a lot of times it's a catch-22 these kids have. But we're going to jump into that with Martin, as well as his business, Clearview Imaging Center. That early detection is a game changer. That's the mantra around there. So he can help you find out if you have any diseases, cancers, tumors, anything like that in your body. So we'll talk about that as well. Before we do, I want to remind you about our gratitude party coming up Thursday, July 3rd, 6 o'clock. We're going to be back over at Crown and Bull. It's 319 Main Street down in Dunedin. Crown and Bull Restaurant, excellent food, wonderful ambiance, friends with the owner there, Dion. He's been on the show, and a really cool place to be. So we're going to be celebrating Independence Day. So wear your red, white, and blue for this. It's Thursday, July 3rd. Our show partners are going to be there. We always invite our show partners and have them bring out their sales reps, their folks associated with the company, and let's talk, let's share business, let's share referrals, let's have a good time. Also, our audience comes, so we appreciate anybody from our audience that wants to show up and bring any questions you have, comments about the show, and we've had some really good conversations as well. So that's what it's all about, little fellowship out there. Come on out. We're providing the food, drinks, appetizers provided by the Platinum MVP team, Keller Williams Realty, and we always like to help you win in your real estate deals. If you're buying, selling, investing, check out this property at 17416 Magnolia Island Boulevard. We feature all of our listings on air. Our strategy works. It helps us sell our listings faster for more money, maximum profit. This one's 17416 Magnolia Island Boulevard. 5 bedrooms, 3 full bath, 2 half bath. You got a 2-car garage there as well, 3121 square foot. So it's a beautiful estate-style home, over an acre of land, right at an acre of land. You got Magnolia Island, which is home to about 30 homes in that exclusive community. So it's a rare gem at an excellent price. Professionally designed landscape, great opportunity to own real estate. Beautiful pool, spa package there, lighter color kitchen cabinetry. Great opportunity to buy real estate Magnolia Island Boulevard, Claremont, Florida. Another one of our real estate listings. Great opportunity there in Claremont. 2547 Lexington Oak Drive in Brandon. We've got a very affordable and well-priced townhome here. This one's got to be the best price in the zip code here. 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 1-car garage, 1917 square foot, new flooring, fresh carpet throughout. All bedrooms have been remodeled with, you have en-suites there, marble tile look there. Level 2 EV charger in the garage, gated community, and you have top-rated schools, popular dining spots, beautiful community pool there as well, lighter color kitchen cabinetry, stainless steel appliances, gorgeous property. 2547 Lexington Oak Drive, Brandon, Florida. And you can see all of our real estate listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. That's right. Shout out to our veterans out there. And I know, Martine, with your foundation, you guys are doing a lot for the veterans out there, giving away homes and all that good stuff too, man.
Yeah, no, we're very thankful that, for what they do, that men and women that give so much for us. So with our foundation, we've done a lot in the community. But it's not just us. We've partnered up with great people. And in this case, the next home that we're going to do is going to be with Pinellas Habitat. I'll be there with a group of volunteers July 9th. We're going to help out a little bit as well. So, yeah, we're excited to be able to give back.
Is Mike still running that?
Mike's still running that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's kicking butt, man. Yeah. I think they were voted the #1 habitat in the country. I mean, they've done a great job. They've done a great job. And we've partnered up with him for years now because it's really hard to build a house from scratch anymore. When we started with the foundation, it was the economy wasn't doing great, so banks were donating lots. So all we had to do is raise enough money to build a house. Now those lots are costing more than what we would build a house for. So we have to find these partnerships where together we can get these homes built. So yeah, we're excited to team up with Mike and it's not Pinellas Habitat anymore. I think it's because he's got
rename.
Because they have Pasco, Pinellas, and another county
combined
too.
It. Yeah, similar to what we did with the local real estate boards. You used to have the Greater Tampa Realtors, and you had the Pinellas County Realtor Organization Pro. And then they combined that with the West Pasco. So it's STAR. It's the Suncoast Tampa Area Realtors. So, yeah, they're rebranding there. But, so in studio here, we're talking with Martine Gramatica.
So it's Tampa Bay Golf Side. I had to look it up, man. It was bothering me. So, it's Habitat for Humanity Tampa Bay Golf Side. They've got the whole golf over there. So,
yeah. That's cool, man. All right, so NCAA House settlement approved, ushering in a new era where schools can directly pay athletes. California judge late Friday night granted approval for this landmark settlement. 3 antitrust cases, often referred to as the House settlement, ushering in a new era. And it was talking about this judge, 75-year-old judge presiding in the Northern California District, approved an agreement, named the defendants, despite some compromises, etc. Let's get to the good stuff. It goes in and says the House settlement will pay thousands of former athletes playing from 2016 to 2024 a whopping $2.8 billion in back pay from lost name, image, and likeness compensation. Your thoughts?
Oh, my thoughts that I'm too old. I don't qualify. So.
Man,
that's a bad thing. I missed that, by a few years. No, the settlement's good because these guys and the NCAA has used the image of these former athletes, or sometimes still active, maybe in the NFL, but athletes for years, and they've profited off athletes' images and likeness, and has not. And people say, "Well, you're getting a scholarship." I get that, but it doesn't cost the school anything to add an extra desk in a classroom full of students already. So it's not that they're giving you so much. They're giving you some, but these athletes are making them millions. So they should get paid. So I'm glad there's back pay, but I'm glad that they're taking care of the players now. And like I was saying earlier, though, we have to educate them, though, because this is a lot of money that some of these players are making. And I remember coming out of college, my first when I received my first signing bonus check, they gave me a part of it, and I thought it was missing money. And I go straight to the player personnel guy. I'm sprinting. I go, Kevin, where's the rest of my check? I'm missing money, because they gave me a part during camp, so I could, live off through camp, and then when the season started, they would give me the rest. And he starts laughing. He kind of smirks, and he's like, "Oh, you ever hear of taxes?" Like, "Oh, when I was getting $308 a month for a scholarship check, I didn't have to pay taxes."
Boy.
But that's a big difference. That was back then. Now you have to educate these kids even much younger now, because they're getting this type of money. I mean, they're getting a lot of money, some of them, early on in their teens. So, but I agree that they should get paid. I mean, as a dad of 2 kids, playing football in college, I'm glad they're getting paid.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, back now. So you've got both going to USF now, commits.
Yes, so I have, Nico's already there. He'll be a sophomore next year.
Yeah.
And G, our middle one, just committed. Well, his official visit was this weekend, so it's official. Yeah, he'll go to USF, which we're and a lot of people ask me, well, why would you send 2 kickers to the same school, play the same position, they can't be on the field together? And this should tell you how we feel about USF.
Yeah.
Because they're doing something special. So I'd rather have a kid sit out and redshirt for a year, maybe sit out another year while his brother finishes out, than send him to a school where he's not going to be protected. And the quality of people that we have at USF, started with Coach Golish, down, it's amazing. And up, I mean, obviously with now athletic director left, but the whole crew, the whole staff has been amazing. So we want our kids to be with good people that are going to teach them good values, and that's what's happening at USF. That's why we're so happy that we have both of them going to USF, and they'll be teammates in college. How many people could say that they have 2 kids playing on the same team? That's pretty cool.
How far are they apart in age?
They're going to be 2 years.
2 years apart.
Yeah. So have to redshirt, and then they'll flip flop 1 year. So, but a lot of times, they split kickoff with field goals, so there'll be a chance that they both could get on the field.
Yeah, that'll be cool, man. That'll be cool to see.
Mess up the announcers a little bit now.
Yeah, maybe the announcers.
They can't wear the same number.
Well, this article goes on to talk about too, like Brian Seeley, a former U.S. Attorney. He's talking about how he was also MLB's vice president of investigation. So he's heading up the CEO, the College Sports Commission, this new entity that they're bringing on. So it's more than 85,000 athletes have filed claims for the back pay checks. So they're going to be splitting that money up a good amount.
Oh yeah, no, it's a lot of money, but then when you split it up with so many athletes, I mean, but still, it's something's better than nothing. So I'm glad that they're taking care of the back pay, but also I'm glad that they're looking forward to make it better. Because right now the last couple of years have been the Wild Wild West. They just throw things at it, and there's no really that many regulations. There's not many rules. I'd like to see more than the pay. I don't like the portal where they could just transfer any chance they want. So if they regulate that a little bit, maybe making multi-year deals, something like that, I think that would help, because now as a head coach, how do you build a team around who? Because you don't know who's staying, who's going.
Right.
As soon as that last game of the year is over, the portal opens, every one of your players could go in the portal.
Wow.
Where at least the NFL, who you have locked up for a few years, who your free agents are going to be. So it's not something that, at the end of the year, who you want to sign, who you might let go. Here, it's up to them. Obviously the team can let go some players too, so it goes both ways. But for the most part, every player, your starters could go in the portal and leave. So how do you build a team around players that could leave? That's really hard as a head coach now, or as a coach period in college. So I think making it a multi-year deal, or making it where who you can count on for a couple of years at least. Right. I think that would be the way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a super tough way to do it if they're going to be entering that portal, and then you're stuck in that situation where you can't really build that unity that a team really needs. You don't know if you have an option quarterback, a drop back quarterback. If you just joined us, we're talking with Martin Gramatica, Clearview Imaging Center, online at clearviewimaging.com. That is. Let's talk a little bit about the business side. What's new with Clearview?
Well, we're getting ready to open the Villages office. We're looking at a July 21st grand opening. We're taking care of our patients here in Tampa already with our partner. That we have a group here that's going to help us scan people until we open our own office, which we're working on finding one. But the thing is, I just want people to know that they can do this. That's one of the things that we talk about all the time, Brandon. It's like most people have no idea that you can do a preventative image. And 5 years ago, I heard an ad on the radio, and that's kind of how I got introduced to it. Now, being involved in the business for 5 years, the hundreds of lives that are being saved because of these preventative scans, it's incredible. So that's why we're so thankful that we can bring this to our community, because I've had 6 friends that I could say, if it wasn't for that scan, they probably wouldn't be here today. That's powerful right there.
Wow.
When a scan has really saved your friends' lives, and then that's just people that I'm close with. Can you imagine other people that would get impacted? I got a call this morning from a lady that said, if it wasn't for the scan, you saw calcium in my heart, but you also found something else. I'm going to have surgery in a couple weeks.
Wow.
These little things that you don't know that are in your body are could be deadly, so that's why we're super excited that we can do this and bring this to our community.
Life-changing, man. Life-changing. It's a it's a situation where technology improves, and then the cost, comes down as well over the years.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a great opportunity to get out there and go visit him. You can check him out online, clearviewimaging.com, clearviewimaging.com. And what it is, it's a scan of your your body from, what do you say, the pelvis to the neck?
Yeah, so basically the top of the shoulders to the base of the pelvis. Yeah. And we look at the heart. We do a full heart evaluation, so the calcification as well of the arteries of the heart, and then all the internal organs. So we're looking for anything that's abnormal from the top of the shoulders, base of the pelvis. We also have the virtual colonoscopy that looks inside the colon, which is it's a much more thorough, less invasive way to do the colonoscopy. But the full body scans, and the program is what is our most popular program. It's a program because it's designed just like women do mammograms every year, because one single scan can give you that false sense of security. You get a good scan the first time, you think, okay, I'm great. I don't need to see my doctor. I don't need to get a scan for 10 years. A lot could happen, after that scan.
Right.
That's why with the program, we're scanning our patients every year for 5 years. Not only that it makes each scan more affordable, but also if there's anything that starts up between scans, we're going to capture it early. I had a friend of mine where his wife had spots in her liver, and a lot of times the doctors will, depending on the size, they'll say those are common. It's very common for us to have little spots on our liver, so they're like, they look normal. We don't think there's anything to worry about. Now a year later, because she had that follow-up scan through our program, 3 of those spots were bigger now. One actually the size of a golf ball. So they looked and they had to go take them out. So without that backup scan or the follow-up scan, she would have never known. She's like, I have spots in my liver, but they're fine. And then a year or two later, this could have been a major issue. But because that second scan showed that they had shifted in size, she was able to get the treatment for it. And the other thing that people need to realize, these scans are an elective scan. They're preventative, so they're not covered by insurance. But now if anything is detected, everything else, all the follow-ups are covered by insurance, because now there's a reason to go to the doctor.
Great.
Because if you go to the doctor without any symptoms, without any problems, they're going to look at you like, why are you here? You're crazy.
Right.
Now, when you show them and you bring, okay, I feel great, but the scan that I did showed this, and that's what happened to my friend Cindy with her kidney cancer. She had no symptoms whatsoever, and her cancer was the size of the softball.
Wow.
When she went to her doctor, one of the things that her husband said, that they skipped all the other tests, because if you go without any testing, they're going to, okay, start with blood work, start with ultrasound, and you have multiple tests by the time they get to actually a CT scan with contrast.
Right.
Because we did see a golf size, a softball size mass in her kidney.
Yep.
She went straight to the MRI with contrast, and then surgery 2 weeks later.
Wow.
And survived stage 2 cancer with no chemo or radiation.
Wow.
That's what we're doing. We're seeing things early so they can treat it.
That's heavy stuff right there. Martin Gramatica on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Quick break. Right back. Also going to get a Bucs preview. We're going to ask him what his opinion is of the Bucs upcoming season. I'm hearing good things out of one Buck place over there. Saw an interview with the head coach there, Bowles. Quick break. Right back. More with Martin Gramatica here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. Please make sure to send him all of your real estate deals and subscribe to the Consumer Quarterback Show podcast on iTunes and Spotify, or check out our YouTube channel. Have a blessed day.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com for all of your non-woke American-made products. American values, Christian, conservative American values. Say hello to my business partner, Jim McCune at AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com. Say hello to Shane Socash, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, 4009 Central Avenue, St. Petersburg. Online at DavidReynoldsJewelryandCoin.com for all of your precious metals and jewelry design. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com. Blue Moon Estate Sales of Pinellas County for all of your estate sale needs. BlueMoonEstateSales.com. Reach out to Jennifer. Tell her you heard about her here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. BlueMoonEstateSales.com. And stop by their store, the Blue Moon Store, at 1479 South Belcher in Largo. 1479 South Belcher in Largo. And that's BlueMoonEstateSales.com. SJ Movers and Junk Removal, the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. 727-717-0846 for all your moving and junk removal. 727-717-0846. SJ Movers and Junk Removal. Hey, Brandon Rimes here for Jason Coble, owner of Coble Law. Coble Law has been handling injury cases in Tampa for the past 14 years and has a specialized approach focused on limiting client cost and maximizing client profit. TampaWorkCompLaw.com. TampaWorkCompLaw.com. Jason Coble, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, personal injury law, and work comp law. Selling commercial, vacant land, or residential properties? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rimes. You can reach me at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. That's consumerqb, like quarterback.com. Buying, selling, investing, or refinancing? We would love to talk to you. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Brandon Rimes here. You know, we really appreciate you supporting the show, supporting the hotline, calling the show, and we've had an uptick in calls lately, so thanks for reaching out to the show hotline and supporting the local area businesses, local economy by supporting the Consumer Quarterback Show. We've got all the different areas covered, too. We've got, the white collar. You think about our attorneys, our financial, CPA, financial advising, all of those areas. You got our blue collar. We've got all of our companies that are doing home services, home service providers, and Martine on the health side, with the health scans, doing the Clearview Imaging scans. So appreciate you supporting the show. It really means the world to us. All right, hot listing here. We've got a hot listing, Dave. Let's go ahead and throw that one up. That was Lake James Boulevard, Lakeland. This one's 3-bedroom, 2-bath. You have a 3-car garage, 1,890 square feet. This is built by renowned builder Ernie White Construction, 55-plus community. Lake James is the community in Lakeland there. It's a great opportunity to buy real estate, lighter color kitchen cabinetry, and you have a stainless steel appliance there. Beautiful property, lake view with a gorgeous pool, and I just love the floor plan. Great opportunity to buy at 7991 Lake James Boulevard, Lakeland, Florida. And you can see all of our real estate listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. All right, Martine Gramatica, Buccaneer football coming up around the corner. Bucs preview from you, sir. What do you see out there?
No, it looks good, man. The draft picks, everybody's looking good. I went to the OTAs a couple of weeks ago, and everybody's super excited with all the young players that they drafted and some of the free agents as well. And then obviously we brought all our talent back. You have Baker and a receiving core, our offensive line. So
yeah,
I'm excited. Yeah, I can't wait to get going. This is like the worst time of the year because it kind of teases you because there are no OTA mini camps, you know, and then we still have like 90 days, or 60 days before it starts. So you're like, come on, we need some football right away.
Yeah.
So, but we're ready. Bucs football is going to be good this year.
That'd be fun to see. That play last year when Baker was kind of rolling to his right and he stiff-armed that guy. And that was a big boy, too. Wasn't it one of the J.J. Watt brothers or something?
D lineman. I don't know who it was.
Big boy. Yeah. And he's pushing. He's like holding him, pumps it, and then he throws it, makes the completion. That was a great play, man.
But that's Baker, though. Baker has put that team on his shoulders and carried them.
Yeah.
And anytime he does a play like that, it energizes his teammates. Because if you think about it,
right,
most quarterbacks slide and they don't run people over. Baker's not sliding hardly at all. He's running people over.
Yeah.
That play was one of the best plays I've ever seen by a quarterback because it just showed the strength and then to be able to hold off a defensive lineman and still look upfield to try to pass the ball. It wasn't like he was trying to I'm going to just hold this guy off and go out of bounds. No, he's trying to make a play. And I believe it was even on 4th down. So we had to have the play.
Awesome.
So he never quits. And he's just been a great asset to this team. He's been doing a great job since he got to Tampa.
Yeah, he sure has. How do you want people to connect with you, sir?
They can find us on social media, Clearview Imaging Center prequalified.com. Internet phone numbers 813-714-SCAN. They can call us there, mention your name, Brandon, and we'll get them in with a nice little surprise deal for them, for all your listeners. So if they call in through your way, we'll get them a nice special.
Love it.
For that. And website's probably the best way too.
All right, clearviewimaging.com. Martin Gramatica, thanks for coming in.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.
Please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Do something kind for one another. Be a force for good in the community. We'll see you next time. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Call Brandon Rimes at 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for The Consumer Quarterback Show.